10. Missing books of the Bible. In 1684, the Vatican removed 14 books from the Bible, and to this day there is no clear explanation why. Originally, when the Bible was translated from Latin to English in 1611, it contained 80 books. Today, there are only 66. The missing books, known as the Apocrypha, Greek for hidden, include Esdras, Tobit, Judith, the Wisdom of Solomon, the Songs of the Three Holy Children, Bel and the Dragon, Maccabees, and the Prayer for Manasseh. Interestingly, Jesus' name was spelled Jesus before these books were removed, and the Church altered both the spelling and pronunciation. Without this change, Jesus' name would be pronounced Yahushua. The reasons for the removal of these books remain speculative. Some suggest they were excluded because their content did not align with the Roman Catholic Church's narrative, while others believe they made the Bible too lengthy and complex. Despite various theories, the true motive remains unknown. None of these books were particularly controversial or secretive, but the Catholic Church chose to omit them to shape the Bible according to their desired message. 9. The Antichrist. In 2010, Reverend Gabriel Amorth, the Vatican's chief exorcist, had been dealing with demonic possession for over 25 years, performing more than 70,000 exorcisms. In an interview with the Italian newspaper La Repubblica, Amorth, who believed the devil to be a powerful and malevolent spirit, revealed that the devil could speak many languages, transform at will, and remain hidden when needed. One of the most startling revelations was Amorth's claim that in 1981, the devil infiltrated the Vatican and attacked Pope John Paul II. Again, in 2008, the devil allegedly possessed Susanna Maiolo, a Swiss-Italian woman who tried to assault Pope Benedict XVI on Christmas Eve. Although she was stopped by the Pontifical Swiss Guard, she returned the following year and managed to knock the Pope over during midnight mass. While some may argue Maiolo suffered from mental illness, Amorth insisted she was under the devil's influence. The Reverend passed away in 2016, leaving behind a legacy marked by his unique and controversial beliefs about demonic possession in the Vatican. What do you think? Was Susanna genuinely possessed? 8. Alien influences. Russian professor Genrich Ludwig claimed to have accessed the secret Vatican archives in the 1920s, uncovering unsettling information. Although this story remains unconfirmed and has been circulating for nearly a century, it's said that Ludwig found 53 miles of shelving and 35,000 catalog volumes covering 12 centuries of European history. Among these documents were accounts suggesting that aliens had influenced ancient civilizations, including the Egyptians and Mayans. He also allegedly found records of nuclear-like weapons used in ancient times, such as descriptions of the walls of Babylon being melted by an extremely powerful weapon. Unfortunately, Ludwig was unable to take these documents with him, and no one else has ever seen them, casting doubt on his claims. Nonetheless, the idea that aliens helped ancient societies align with known historical advancements, like the Sumerians' rapid development of agriculture, writing, and construction in the 4th millennium BC. It's possible the Vatican has known about this all along, though it's equally likely that Ludwig's story is a fabrication. 7. The Three Secrets of Fatima. Although the Vatican appears to be a straightforward religious institution, it harbors more mysticism than most realize, with numerous prophecies and secrets it prefers to keep hidden. One of the most significant prophecies was delivered on May 13, 1917, when 3 young Portuguese shepherds were visited by an apparition of the Virgin Mary. Over 6 visits between May and October, she shared 3 prophetic secrets with the children, revealing apocalyptic visions of the world's end. Given the Vatican's belief in being under constant attack by the devil, it's unsurprising they take these prophecies seriously. Lucia Santos, the spokesperson for the three children, revealed two of the secrets to the Vatican in 1941, which were documented and secured. However, in 1943, when the Bishop of Leiria requested the third secret, Lucia initially refused, citing that God was not ready for it to be revealed. Later that year, under the bishop's insistence, she wrote it down and sealed it in an envelope with instructions not to open it until 1960. The first secret, disclosed in Lucia's memoir, was a graphic vision of hell. The second predicted the end of World War I and warned that another war would follow if humanity continued to offend God, a prediction that came true. The third secret remains highly controversial, describing the persecution of Christians in the 20th and 21st centuries and a vision of the apocalypse. Many believe the Vatican did not fully disclose Lucia's revelation, instead fabricating a version to placate the public. 6. The Dead Man's Trial. In 897, Pope Stephen VI conducted one of the most bizarre events in Vatican history by putting a dead man on trial. The deceased Pope Formosus, who had died months earlier, was exhumed, dressed in papal robes, and seated on the papal throne to face justice. A deacon was appointed to speak on behalf of the corpse during this macabre trial. Pope Stephen VI accused the deceased pope of usurping the papacy or illegitimately seizing the papal throne. After a farcical trial, Formosus was found guilty, and all his acts as pope were declared null and void. His body was mutilated with 3 fingers cut off and then thrown into the river. Not long after, Pope Stephen VI was imprisoned and strangled to death. This incident underscores the political turmoil and violence surrounding the papacy in medieval times, where popes often faced short, tumultuous reigns. Stephen VI's successor, Romanus, lasted only 92 days before being killed, followed by Theodore II, who survived just 2 weeks. The papacy was fraught with drama and danger. 5. The Lost Gospel. There is a purported manuscript suggesting that Jesus Christ married Mary Magdalene and had children. This manuscript, believed to have been translated from Greek to Syriac in the 6th century, allegedly details aspects of Jesus' adult life not covered in the Bible, which focuses on his birth and death, but omits the intervening 30 years. According to this manuscript, Jesus had a romantic relationship with Mary Magdalene, leading to marriage and children, a claim that is highly controversial for several reasons. Firstly, the manuscript's authenticity is questionable, as its origins and exact date are unclear, despite being housed in the British Library. Additionally, it portrays Mary Magdalene as the daughter of God and co-redeemer of humanity, elevating her importance to the level of Jesus, which contradicts traditional Christian narratives. This perspective likely conflicted with the Vatican's portrayal of Jesus as a chaste figure, leading to skepticism among historians about the manuscript's validity. Many believe Jesus may have led a more human life than the Vatican acknowledges. 4. Profiting from hypocrisy. The Vatican frequently benefits financially from things it publicly disapproves of. Despite being a religious institution, it possesses significant wealth, vast assets, and considerable financial influence. For instance, the Vatican invested millions of euros in producing the film Rocket Man, which portrays Elton John's happiness in his marriage to his husband David, a relationship the Church strongly condemns. Despite the film's content, the Vatican invested approximately $1 million in its production to earn a profit. This situation is more complex, as the Secretariat of State regularly invests in various ventures. In this case, they invested tens of millions in the Centurion Global Fund, which subsequently funded several Hollywood films, indirectly benefiting the Vatican. The Vatican likely did not scrutinize the specific projects, but had no qualms about profiting from them. 3. UFO over Vatican City. In 2007, a peculiar orange disk was observed hovering over the Vatican. Witnesses described it as a silver, orange glowing saucer visible in broad daylight above the dome of St. Peter's Basilica. It was photographed, seen by many, and then swiftly forgotten. Although the incident quickly faded from public memory, it undeniably occurred. The challenge lies in understanding what it was and its purpose. If this were indeed an alien spacecraft, it suggests a pre-existing familiarity between the Vatican and extraterrestrials. Perhaps the ship was delivering a dignitary for a meeting with the Pope, or maybe even the Pope himself is an alien. While these are mere speculations, the strange sighting remains unexplained. Do you believe the Vatican is in contact with extraterrestrial beings? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe before the end of the video. 2. The Secret Archives. The Vatican's Secret Archives is arguably the most secretive place on Earth. Surrounded by rumors and conspiracy theories, it is believed to house countless hidden treasures and confidential documents. Access is restricted to only the most trusted scholars over the age of 75, likely to ensure that any potential whistleblowers would be too old to reveal secrets. While tales of alien bodies and time machines are likely false, the archives contain invaluable correspondence related to the Pope and treasures of the Catholic Church. Artifacts known to be in the archives include a letter from Mary, Queen of Scots, before her execution in 1587, documents on Martin Luther's excommunication, and trial transcripts of the Knights Templar. The archives hold sensitive material from the past 1,200 years, and the Church is unlikely to ever fully disclose its contents. Even if they appear to open the archives, the most significant secrets will remain hidden in more secure locations. 1. The highest crime rate. One fact the Vatican doesn't advertise to tourists is its high crime rate, one of the highest in the world. Statistics indicate that Vatican City experiences 1 to 1.5 crimes per person each year. However, this does not mean visitors are at significant risk. Due to its small size and population of about 1,000, mostly nuns and priests, the crime rate per capita is disproportionately high. The influx of 18 million tourists annually, some of whom are criminals, contributes to this high rate. Pickpockets and shoplifters targeting visitors skew the statistics. Although Vatican City has the highest crime rate in Europe, it is mainly due to the large number of tourists, making it a hotspot for petty criminals. What do you think is the Vatican's biggest secret? Share your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to support the channel. See you in the next video.